Okay, so we're back. I was going to go and delete the original one and just break it down to a quick little couple of minutes. Um, yeah, so we'll be doing Redcon this month now. Um, Need to get the money together for that SA58, the FAL. It's basically a shorter version of the SLR, self-loading rifle, which is nicknamed originally by a British squaddy famously once as a stupidly long rifle. I used to love it, and I do want one. There's a Res and King Arms, I think it is, and you can you can find one. I'm not going to say where because if you find it before me, I'd cry. But they're 5.5, 6,500 quid. They are properly stupidly money, basically. Um, but I can't remember who makes it. There is an SA58 FAL, which is basically got a L85A1 cocking handle, so that's on that side, but it is on the left side or the proper side. Um, it's that style bolt, but it does lock open because it's electric blowback as well. So you click your thing. It's got a SLR style opening or breakdown lever, or takedown lever, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't do nothing on the SLR. If you try to do that, you're actually going to really properly break the rifle and not in a good way. But if you do it slightly, you can flick that semi-auto lever around to full auto. One for you SLR guys who don't know that. You can make it full auto by slipping that, just opening it slightly and slipping that safety lever around. But it's everything. So it is full auto, unlike the SLR, which is semi-auto. It's 200 millimeters, I think, shorter. So it's more SA80-ish size, less wieldy. It is still in the style of the FAL. You've got a shorter handguard and a much shorter barrel. And the rest of it is almost identical-ish SLR. And 240 quid, it's a no-brainer. 216 with club discount. Remember what I said in part one? Club discount. So there's 24 quid knocked straight off. I paid 25 quid to join. I'm a pound out on that one sale. But I saved, say £4 on my BBs or £2 on the BBs, whatever it is. It's £6 and £8 for members on the 0.2s and 0.25s, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's like 8 and 12 for the relevant BBs if you're not a member. So you're saving money everywhere. You buy smokes or whatever, you're saving money. I mean, smoke grenades, not cigarettes, people. So yeah, just do the decent thing. Use your head. If you want discount from certain shops and they're club affiliated, just join them. You never know. You might go up there for a special event once, twice, 3 times a year. I went here once for a recce before the Shifty Riffs event, which went disastrously for me, but that's fine. There was the option of using borrowed guns, but I didn't want to borrow a gun in case it broke. I've been going there once a month since, and it kind of makes the one a Sunday Andover bomb dump less of a wait because it's only 2 weeks, and then you go here, and then it's 2 weeks, and you're back there. So yeah, I'm going to give the rest of the month a miss, I think, and just have a. I was going to go bomb dump today and miss day 2 here, but perhaps we should have done. You never know. Things might have been different, but should have, would have, could have. A water hazard. It's dry. It's barely damp in there now, and there is a good pond when I started playing. But yeah, I think just get some money sorted out for weapons and whatnot. I'm quite happy with my 911, but I might want something else as well, just different. Quite liking a revolver. There's a Luger as well, but I'm not sure about that one. When I stripped it down, there was a part that was really difficult to get in unless you knew what you're doing exactly. So we'll see about that one. Quite like German guns actually. I like the Luger. I like the G3. I think that's Heckler and Koch, which is Austrian supposedly. I like the MP40. I got a Glock, kinda. German guns, just, you know, it's German engineering really, and they do it properly. I mean, they even had to fix the British rifle. The A2, A3 were heterocock tinkered with, so they work properly and do their job properly. So I don't know, I might have heard a whisper on site when we were talking about it actually, that I think Royal Enfield went under, which is why it was done on the cheap, or I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was a crap rifle. It's a functional rifle now, but in my book, it's still a crap rifle. I don't like bullpups. If you've got loads of blooming tactical kit on and it's cold, so you've got your jumpers and your flipping combat top, and then you've got your vests and webbing and God knows what else. When you're going to try and change a mag on a bullpup, everything's just getting in your way. At least on the SLR and the M4s, it's in the proper place in front of the trigger where it should be. So that's it really. I will do a decent video of this working properly. It's a cracking piece of kit, it really is. Things like this they should do for all the brands. I don't know if they do. M4 being 80% of the marketplace, any things like this specifically are going to end up being M4 orientated. The SLR isn't going to fit, or the FOW isn't going to fit in here, I don't think, not unless you can hold it in a way that it's going to actually accept the feed nozzle. I suppose you can make a little tube to go over the top that'll fit in the other mag, and you can just hold it in the well and wind it. But where there's a will, there's a way, I'm sure. In fact, there was a guy on Bomb Dump, I can't remember who he was. I might have mentioned it in one of my early videos. He actually 3D prints magazine adapters. So perhaps he should put things like a G36C and whatnot, make an adapter for these, and they'll probably, he could get licensed actually. That'll be an idea if you're watching this, because I know you've been to Bomb Dump and we've talked. But why not speak to people like Odin? And this is not an Odin one, I have to mention it is completely unbranded. They're so ashamed of their creation because they are reputably gonna break. But yeah, if he put it to them, they could license him to make an adapter, and then they could produce it and give him lots of money. Or rather, he could produce it, patent it, and then ask them for even more lots of money to buy it. So, you know, possibilities are endless if you know what you're doing. So anyone with a 3D printer and an Odin style speed loader, start designing. It's not going to come out, it needs another one behind it. Start designing magazine adapters for Odin, because you could be onto a fortune. I'm just not got a 3D printer and wouldn't have a clue where to start with all the measure and everything really. Otherwise, you never know, I might have even had a crack at it. But yeah, that is a cracking piece of kit. But we'll cover speed loaders in another video. Thanks for watching. Oh, there is an M4 size one as well, but this is a mag. See you soon.